that these oils, these so-called oils, some of them are not even pure enough. Some of the oils that are presented for blessing or presented as sacramentals are mere market strategies. People mix concoctions and label them. Back to sender oil, back to sender soap. Devil is bad from my house oil. Sacramentals and possible abuses. The sacramentals we are talking about are blessed objects. These objects excite holy thoughts, and they also increase devotion to God, devotion to the saints, devotion to our Blessed Mother. Learning is not only through hearing. We also learn by sight, and we also learn by touching. We don't just learn by hearing. And as we know, children are helped through pictures, pictorial instructions. And somebody may ask, is that why we use the sacramentals? Are we children? Well, in the things of spirit, in spiritual matters, we are children. After all, our people, the devotion, for example, the devotion to God through Stations of the Cross, they could be helped, they could be guided through the carvings of the Stations of the Cross or the pictures. We have some of those objects, the sacramentals, in the scripture. The Ark of the Covenant. And the reading even said that what is it that is in the Ark? Just the stone tablets. According to the reading, just the stone tablets. But it's a sacramental. Then the staff of Moses. You know how powerful Moses was with that staff. Even with Pharaoh. It's a sacramental. We also have Elijah's garment. You remember Elijah and Elisha? When Elijah was taken up, his garment dropped. And Elisha used Elijah's garment to divide the water so that he can pass. Even Elisha's bones. In the scripture, we are told that when Elisha died, he was buried in a valley. And during war, soldiers who died and were thrown into the valley where Elisha was buried came back to life because their body touched Elisha's bones. So even in death, Elisha's bones were still a connecting instrument, a connecting object. We also have, as we know, Jesus' garments. We are told that wherever Jesus went, they looked for him. And some just managed to touch the fringe of his garment. And the spittle of Jesus Christ too. His spittle was sacramental. You remember that he spat on the ground and made paste with the soil, made paste with his spittle and rubbed it on the eyes of a blind person. We also have, of course, Peter's shadow. Even Peter's shadow was hidden. And we also talk about St. Paul's handkerchief, where St. Paul and the other disciples could not reach. The apron and the handkerchiefs that Paul used were sent to the sick. Like in the church, we have the crucifix, we have the holy water, we have the holy oils, we have the scapular that we wear, we have the rosary, and we have the pictures and many others. It's with the blessing of the church that sacramentals become what they are. That is why when some people bring some kind of funny oils for blessing, I try to help them understand that these oils, these so-called oils, some of them are not even pure enough. Some of the oils that are presented for blessing or presented as sacramentals are mere market strategies. People mix concoctions and label them back to sender oil, back to sender soap. Devil is bad from my house oil. The enemy will never get me soap. And these are market strategies. What I normally tell people is, if it's back to sender oil, that means that the power is already there. So why would I bless it? One can sin. We can sin with the use of these sacramentals. Different kind of candles are produced, and I see all those as abuses. Even St. Michael perfume, and some people will tell you that it works. Even psychologically, you can collect sand and believe that it's working. So there could be abuses. You see some people in the foundation of their house, they will carry a whole crucifix. They will carry crucifix. They will bless it. And the father may not know why they are blessing it. And they will carry it and bury with their foundation. People bury rosary at their foundation. Or carry holy water, carry holy oil. Even without those digging the foundation, they will bury it, because people bury charm. So you bury sacramentals. They will bring rosary. Father, bless for me. I want to use it for my car. And possibly, even for once, that rosary will never be prayed. And the beads are meant to be prayed. That would be a kind of abuse. And idol worship. Our attachment to those sacramentals must not take away our devotion to God. It must not distract us from our devotion to God. But the fact that there could be abuses in using sacramentals does not mean that we should discard them. We are human beings, we are physical beings dealing with spiritual matters. And these help us to connect with the spiritual.